My name's Dave Thune, and I am the city council person representing this very showboat that you're sitting in here on the beautiful west side of St. Paul. It's no secret that my solution to everything is look to the neighborhoods. Because I think that's frankly where everything starts, and I think that's where the opportunities are for small business, job growth, and employment. Look to the neighborhoods for help. Organizations like Rita, Chris Romano, district councils, look to the neighborhoods for locations to start a business. We've got the small storefronts, which are the most effective, most cost-effective places to open a business. For markets, neighbors buy local. CDCs are local, they can help. District councils help build connections. And finally, for financing, local banks, small branch banks, and larger banks, those are the places that actually will get to know you. I own a small business, and I can't tell you how many times I've been able to call my bank and speak to a vice president who actually knows my name, and it's because it's a local bank, local people, local officials that respond to you. Thank you. You're doing it. Now that said, there's probably no worse time I could ever imagine to start a new business, and I would probably not recommend you mortgage your home this half year here to start a new business. It's extremely risky, but once again, that's why it's so important to get partners like Rita and like CDCs. But this is a country and a region and a city of entrepreneurialism. I think that's where we will continue to go. So what do? We look for expanding markets. St. Paul has one of the largest expanding markets of healthcare in the state of Minnesota, and probably also the tri-state region. We have more hospital beds, more small businesses that furnish supplies, materials, and personnel to hospitals than anywhere else. Even Rochester, we have more than they do. Environmental businesses and concerns are expanding. It's a huge source of job growth. Again, if you could find a niche, a perfect place to throw yourself into. And then finally, the homegrown economy, which I think also goes back to neighborhoods. People really do want to buy local. They want to go to farmers markets. They want to supply things to farmers markets. You look at the Lower Town community, the business community down there. It's thriving, and it is actually looking towards small markets. You go no further than the west side. When you leave here, stop and have dinner in District del Sol, where again, small businesses, family-owned businesses have sprung up and are supported by those neighborhoods. We can talk about the government being the source of everything, but believe me, I've been the government, and it isn't the be-all, end-all to help everyone at every moment. It's not the only place to look for answers. Speaking of government, one thing we all need to do is just demand partnerships with local government, demand responsible partnerships, demand that when we do set up a partnership and things don't go as they might be expected or want to, that the government doesn't throw the business or the organization under the bus. And I think one of the best examples is Acorn, who over the last 10 years has worked so hard to bring people into home ownership, to get people to vote, to work in their community and build their community. They have one bad episode, and every politician, including my DFL brethren, have been willing to just turn on them. Don't let politicians get away with that kind of short-term friendship. But governments do build programs to respond, so tell us what we need to do. There is local government in abundance here. We've got the Met Council, we've got Ramsey County, the city of St. Paul, right at your fingertips. I've got only two other things. Look to the neighborhoods for employee pools. And there, I'm going to do another little political observation. We absolutely need immigration reform and opening the doors to immigrants coming into this country, because that is a huge marketplace and hard workers. You can see people all over the west side working, and the city has a policy of not demanding papers and not insisting that someone prove that they're a citizen of the United States of America to live in this community, because we want everyone to have an opportunity in this country. The best thing in the world would be if we break down those barriers and let people in, let people work. One last opportunity for small business, and this may not seem obvious, but I think partnerships with unions. St. Paul is a union town, it's a working town. Unions are not scary. They are partners. We've got a number of small grocery stores that are unionized. Again, one of the best partners you can get when you're talking about health care and benefits and people supporting other small businesses by people who actually work there. I'm sort of worn out now. It's probably good. Thanks.